For question 11, we want to find z when x equal 2 and y equal 3. So we do the substitution. I urge you to pause the video and look at the question very well before you look at the solution. So after the substitution, we have this, and we cross multiply to obtain 2 into z minus 3 equal 3 into z, 3 into 2 minus z. So this implies that 2z minus 6 is equal to 6 minus 3z. So we did the expansion. Now we group like terms to obtain 2z plus 3z equals 6 plus 6, which will give us 12. So we have 5z is equal to 12. So dividing through by 5, we get z equal 12 over 5. Now we want to find the solution set for 5x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 2x plus 10. So grouping like terms, we have 5x minus 2x is greater than or equal to 10 minus 4. So we have 3x is greater than or equal to 6. So x is greater than or equal to 6 over 3. So this means x is greater than or equal to 2. So the set of integers greater than 2 are 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. So the correct answer is this. Now for this, we want to calculate the value of NQ. So from triangle P and M, we use the Pythagoras Theorem to find the length of Pn first. So Pn squared plus Mn squared, which is 6 squared, is equal to Pm squared, which is 10 squared. So we have Pn squared plus 36 is equal to 100. So we are looking for Pn. So grouping like terms, we have 100 minus 36. So this gives us 64. So Pn will be equal to 8. That is root 64. That will give us 8 centimeters. So the side of this triangle is 8 centimeter, and this one is 8 because they are equal, so 8, 8. Now we use the Pythagoras theorem again to find the value of NQ. So NQ squared is equal to 8 squared plus 8 squared. Now this is giving us 2 of the 8 squares. And we get the square root of both sides. So we get square root of 2 times 8 squared. So NQ is equal to 8 root 2 centimeters. Question 14 is asking us to find a rise in water level, and we know that will be the height of the container. So we know the volume is 36 liters, but we know the volume is given by 50 centimeters by 24 centimeters times the height, that is in centimeter cube. So we need to convert the 36 liter to centimeter cube, or we convert the 1200 centimeter cube to liters. Any of them will give you the same result. So this will give us 1.2 times 8 liters. Now dividing through by 1.2 L, we get the height to be equal to 3. The height to be equal to 30 centimeters. 30 centimeters. So we know the diameter is given by 8 centimeters. The radius will be half of the diameter, which is 4 centimeters. Now we want to find the curved surface area. So we know the height of the cone, and we know the radius of the cone too. So we can use the Pythagoras theorem to determine the L. So the L squared is equal to h squared plus r squared. So we have 3 squared plus 4 squared. So the L squared is equal to 9 plus 16, which is 25. So our L is equal to the square root of 25, which is 5 centimeters. Now we use the formula for finding the curved surface area of a cone, which is given by pi RL. So the curved surface area of a cone is equal to pi RL. So we sub in the values, 22 over 7 times the radius, which is 4. The radius is 4 times the slant height, which is 5. So all this will give us 62.86 centimeters squared. Now we want to find n. So the interior angles is given by n minus 2 times 180 over n, and this is equal to 120. So we have n minus 2 times 120 is equal to times 180 is equal to 120n. Then we have 180n minus 360 is equal to 120n. So we have 180n minus 120n is equal to 360. So 60n is equal to 360 degrees. So dividing through by 60, we obtain n to be equal to 6. So the number of sides is 6. Now over here, we know this is parallel to this, so this is alternate to this. Now this one too is given by 180 minus 4a, because the two of them should add up to 180. But we know the sides are equal, so these two angles are equal. The base angles are equal. The base angle of the isosceles triangles are equal. So we solve for a to obtain 180 is equal to 5a. So dividing through by 5, we are going to get 180 to be equal to, we are going to get a to be equal to 180 over 5, and this is equal to 36. So a is 36 degrees. Now we want to find this. This is angles in alternate segments. So this is equal to x, and that one is equal to 35 degrees. And this angle is 90 because we were told that ML is a diameter. Now we add all this, either the sum of angles in a triangle or sum of angles on a straight line should give us 180 degrees. So we solve for x, and we obtain x to be equal to 180 minus 125, which is 55 degrees. Now we have this, and we want to find the value of angle SPR. So you know angles in the same segment are equal, so this is 37, this is 90, because PR is a diameter. So angle SPR plus 37 degrees plus 90 should be equal to 180. That is sum of angles in a triangle. So angle SPR plus will be equal to 180 minus 27. That is 180 minus 127, and that is 53. Now for this one, we need to introduce an external line. We want to find angle PQR. So let's introduce or extend line TQ. So this becomes an alternate corresponding angle to this, so they are all equal. Then this one becomes corresponding angle to this, they are also equal, which is 45, 45. So we got the 45 from the isosceles triangle. So angle PQR is 75 degrees.